right, our speaker today is somebody who has spoken to us before about the Enneagram, and I think we're going to have a little bit more of that. And he is, although he'd never admit it, he's an Enneagram expert. And so he's going to share some more about that with us today. Richard Long.
Great, thank you. And I'm feeling good. That was great. Wow, that's nice. So thank you, Brian, and good morning. Today I'm really not speaking about the Enneagram at all, but I'm speaking about putting. Oh, no, wrong speech. But today I'd like to talk about the importance of one of the foundations of the Enneagram, called the three centers. I'm not really going to talk about the Enneagram today, but a foundation of the Enneagram. In fact, it is a fundamental principle shared by many spiritual paths. The three centers are the gut center, the body center, some call it the Hara, some call it the Dantian, some call it the Chi, located here around the solar plexus. The heart center, some call it the feeling or emotional center, and it's located around your physical heart. And then the head or thinking center, somewhere here on your head. And that's a debate how much we have on there. So I'd like to start with getting in touch with these three centers. I'd like to say hello to them, have you say hello to them, and maybe even wake them up this morning. So I invite you to get comfortable in your chair, settle in. It may help to take things off your lap. You don't have to take off your shoes, Richard. I'm not quite that relaxing, though. And if you'd like, close your eyes. So take a deep breath, settle, and center in the now. In your body, feel your feet on the ground. This may be the only time today you've actually felt your feet on the ground. Take another deep breath. If you like, put your hand on your belly to get in touch with your body. Allow the breath to relax and inhabit your body. Allow your legs to relax, your torso. Anything that feels tension to relax into the present moment. Breathe into the security of the present moment. Nothing to defend or to be tense about. Feel relaxed yet alert. I'd like to move up to the heart center. If you like, put your hands on your heart. Feel the love and support from your community, your friends, from the room, from my voice. Know that you are loved just the way you are. Feel the loving spirit of this community enter your heart. You can relax in the uniqueness of yourself. No need to promote what you are not. You are an expression of divine love, just the way you are. So let's move up into the head. If you like, put your hand on your forehead. My mind is relaxed into my breath. My concerns or worries can be laid aside for this time in church. My mind is slowing down, in touch with only the present moment. Thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky. I just watch them float by. Nothing to fear about the future. My mind is quiet yet receptive. And so with a relaxed yet awake mind, body, an open heart, and a quiet mind, I open my eyes. Everybody back? Unfortunately, you have to come back sometime, but it's back there. These three centers are really nothing new to you Unity folks, but I want to stress the importance of a balanced use of all three centers. Maybe some new insights and appreciate what the three centers can give to us. So the Enneagram model is based on a theory we have these three separate yet connected centers of intelligence. Now let me repeat that again. I see a few. The Enneagram model is based on a theory we have these three separate yet connected, they're within us, intelligence. It is in the connection that we unleash the power of the centers. In theory, we have all three centers equally at our disposal. But in reality, we prefer one center, we use the second as support, and we repress or shut off the third center. It is very useful to identify an imbalance, a blockage or distortion we have in one of the centers. We get into trouble when we use one center at the exclusion of the others. So let's explore the three centers in a little bit more depth. First, let's look at the head or thinking center. It's a familiar intelligence, right? In the West, it is very highly valued. In fact, intelligence tests are based upon the head center's main functions. The main functions are thinking, reasoning, logic, and intellect. Head center types are questioning, constantly thinking. How do I solve this? Where am I going? What can go wrong? How do we figure it out? I call them the figuring out people. Just how do you figure them out? And try to find guidance and support by figuring everything out. The mind likes certainty. It likes answers. Inquiring minds want to know. Our minds can be so active, talking to us, creating fears that few, if anything, actually happen. And our second center is the heart or feeling. In the last 20 years ago or so, the feeling center is getting more attention. Arthur Goldman wrote a book called Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. Rita, was that one of yours? Was that, no? One of your books or anything that you used? Goldman, yeah. So it was almost like hypocrisy to say, emotional intelligence, why it matters more than your IQ. So there's this stress now on emotional feeling intelligence. This and other publications have put a spotlight on the heart center, how we make connections to others, the importance of the quality of our connections. It is the intelligence of tasting the experience. It is the intelligence of how does an experience touch our heart? And what I mean by tasting an experience, and I will talk about tasting a putter, but it is that absorbing it. It's absorbing through the heart what's going on. And there's a quality that we then assign that. It is to be touched by experience. How does it land in our heart? The heart is relational to others, subjective. It's really about being authentic. In the Enneagram world, emotions are different than feelings, in that emotions can be ego-driven hype of a feeling, which gets in the way of our authentic, open heart. The heart is the seat of our original, unique self. Our heart can guide us to the truth. Finally, we have the gut or instinct center. This is the intelligence of the life force, survival, kinesthetic, physical sensations. It is the power of doing. It is the now presence. So this is some ways the least understood intelligence, but here's one way to get it. I want you to sit right there and go, I am here, and stomp your feet. That was pretty pathetic. Come on. I am here. I am here. You getting the sense of that? a little vitality, a little, and music does that too. Your song was that you were in the body, just kind of, it was coming out of there, right? It was really, and that's that I am here. You deal with me. I have a presence. I have a life force. I have a vitality. It is the earth energy, the gut instinct. It is the now. It anchors our thinking, which can be future oriented, and our body exists in the here and now. It anchors our feelings, which are past oriented, and it can anchor our thinking, which are future oriented. So our body exists in the here and now. Many forms of meditation use the breath, a physical touchstone, to get us out of our mind and out of our feelings. Many, many ways of centering ourselves is to use something in the body, right? To touchstone to now, the here and now. And that's the beauty of the breath is if we don't have it, then we got a problem, right? So it's always here and now. So I have an example of using the three centers. In my first example, about one or two of you will relate to. But it is an example that I can exaggerate and work with. And Richard, if you don't mind, you're going to be part of this? All right. And what's your handicap? -5. Wow, that's good. They usually say my handicap is playing the ukulele or something. Okay. Chris, are the Zoomers okay with this? Hi, Zoomers. Can't see the, well, good, good. Back. Like around here? Oh, okay, good idea. Well, have to use your imagination. Go this way? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And this is the highlight of the talk, so enjoy. So, one of the things I've noticed when I play golf, and I've noticed throughout the years, is there's really, in some ways, three types of putters, of people who putt. There's what I call them the head putters. And what do? Is they get in the green, they look at the green, which way is it slanted? Is it going this way? They get down on here, they get over here, they look this way at it, they look this way at it, and looking around there, they look this way at it, and everybody else is going, come on. And in our interpretation, it is get into the gut, right? Get in, let's make it happen here, going around there. And then they spend all this time thinking about it. They get up there and they just go, and you kind of go, whoa, like they just don't kind of have much else going on. Then you have the feeling putters who are worried about the three putt. Oh no. Oh, it's probably a lot of, I three putted this, I can't do this. Richard, does it look pretty flat here? Yeah, a little, I was worried about it too, yeah. This is really, okay. Let me get this feeling, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Oh, we go in there, oh, can't. Hey! And then you have the gut, the body putters. And we all like playing with them because they just go, oh, yeah, good, I got this. So When I took putting lessons, one of the things that I realized that the instructor was saying was to use all three intelligences. It is good to use the thinking. It's good to use to analyze. In fact, they say before you get upon to green, you kind of look at the green, you look at the way it's going. Richard, are we still kind of flat here? Yeah, better. Yeah. So you do. You want to look at it. You want to analyze it. You want to think about what's going on. You may even look in back here. Okay, that kind of confirms that, right? It's looking pretty good. Okay, in there. But then when you get over the ball, you let that go. You let that absorb into your body. You just absorb it and go, okay, I've analyzed it. I've thought about it. Now let's feel what how are you feeling? What is your connection to the ball? What is your connection to the green? Are you connected to your body? What's the feeling on there? Okay, that feels pretty good. And then, can your head hit the ball? Can your heart hit the ball? So that's the importance of this gut center. You actually have to do something. And in that, you allow the head, the heart, and then you trust the intelligence of the body. And you go, okay, body, I can do this. Let's see. Oh, it's the worst one. We were robbed. Yeah, exactly. We didn't see the right. No. I want my money back. So you can use that. That's the process. You can use this for anything. You can use this for purchasing a car or so. You do the research, but you don't just do the research. You get in the cars, see how they feel. And then you're prepared to do the action. You're prepared, now, we want 45,000 for it. I'll give you 20. The gut stuff, you're ready to go. So there's this interaction of the three centers that we need to use. So my second example is our Aging Gracefully class. Thanks to Chris and the videos of the authors, the researchers who study successful older folks. One thing in common many of us noticed in the class was the theme of happy, healthy older people seem to share is consciously spending time. Some people do this consciously, or they naturally do three different things. One, some kind of physical activity. Many are still working in their 80s and 90s. They have an active lifestyle. They're gardening, lots of walking, cooking, some kind of physical stress on the body. They're using their vitality. They're using their life force. Or as physical therapists say, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So what center is this? Gut. Thank you. Who said that over there? Great. That's the gut. That's that using your body, using it, keeping it active, keeping it part of your whole being. So the second thing that people had in common is being in community, extended family, multi-generational, connected environments of some sort, in a tight-knit village, church, or religious community. So some kind of support system. What center is this? The heart. So congratulations, we're all here, so we get 1 point. Just being here. So then the third thing they had in common was some kind of stress release, some kind of mind stimulation, prayer, meditation, reading, cards, games, solving problems, crossword puzzles. So what center is this? That's the mind, the head, right? So one researcher put it very well. He tries each day to have 1 hour of physical activity, and this is a young guy, so he actually consciously spends that. 1 hour of prayer or meditation, 1 hour of reading or studying using their mind. Does that remind you of anything? And that was without, as Chris and other people in that class, that was just gleaned out of what they said. It was those 3 things exactly. So my last one, after I get that exciting putting, huh, Richard? Makes you thirsty. Whew. So the third example is right here at Unity. Having arrived here from a Unity who had a single minister that did not really appeal to everyone, I learned to appreciate the wisdom of rotating speakers. We get a variety. Sometimes we get thought-provoking, mind-blowing talks, which is the head. We get heart-tugging, tear-flowing talks, heart center stuff. And some active singing, playing the instruments, doing something. It's not a steady diet of one center. So sometimes, some Sundays, I need my mind blown or my heart tugged and my body used to singing. And like Richard says, sing bad, sing good, but sing out and sing loud. Use that life force. Use that to express yourselves. So the question is, what are you doing to balance your 3 centers? What center do you prefer? Are you mainly in your head? Are you mainly in your heart or in your body? Very important to ask, what center or centers do you need to pay more attention to? Do you need to challenge your body more? Yoga, hiking, bicycle, gardening. Use that clothes rack of a stationary bicycle. Do something. Weeding. In fact, there will be, after the labyrinth, will be a weeding workshop. How to use a hula hoop 101. Can you do more than going to Unity Sunday to make more connections? To express yourself, take classes, connect with family, volunteer. We have here a men's group, a women's group, a choir, an ook group. What more can you do to make those connections? Make the heart connections. What are you doing to challenge and stimulate your mind? Are you reading, taking classes, joining our Zoom book groups, learning new skills, playing cards, Wordle? What do you do? And by the way, TV is way too passive for doing this because it doesn't stimulate it. It turns off your brain, I think I used to say. So my Enneagram teachers used to say, using all 3 centers in balance can lead to a life that we have nothing to fear because we are using inner guidance, quiet mind, clarity of knowing, support, and steadiness. We have nothing to promote because we have authenticity, truthfulness, compassion, forgiveness, and inner direction. We have nothing to defend because we are relaxed, open, connected to life, connected to the inner strength, grounded, and accepting. So go forward in your day, paying new attention to what center of intelligence you are using. What center do you rarely use? Then take action to balance them. So enjoy when life presents to you times to have your mind blown, your heart tugged, or your body challenged. Do them all, for your spirit will thank you. And I thank you for your attention.